Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you members that support the channel and everyone that has recently subscribed. And of course you guys that use the Element Games affiliate link whenever you purchase any of your Warhammer goodness. The link is in the description below along with the crystal code where you can earn yourself double the number of crystals, which you can use to get even more money off of your future purchases. So without further ado then, let's jump on over to the Warhammer community website right here. There's a number of articles, but if we go back about a week to the 29th of May, I can't believe we're already in June, but around about here, there's an article showcasing all the Saturday pre-orders. I went through them last week. Pretty much the Kill Team Morok or Moroch, where you could get 10 Space Marines in Phobos armor with an upgrade sprue, but brand new 10 Traitor Guardsmen, a Traitor Ogryn and Traitor Enforcer. Pretty much Commissar, isn't he? This set won't be around for very long, so if you weren't tempted by Chaos Knights and you're not tempted by Horus Heresy, I don't know why, then yeah, this is worth picking up because it's a pretty nice set. They also had all the Chaos Knights pre-orders last weekend and some Necromunda scenery too. The next day, on the Sunday, they showcased the Warhammer Horus Heresy box set, which is up for pre-order today. Can you believe it? It's going to be £180. Consists of 40 Mark 6 powered armor Space Marines. Not my favourite. My favourite is still Mark 3, the Iron Armor. You've got some 10 old, I'll say they're old, they're sort of 6 years old or so, Terminators in Cataphracti armor. You've got 2 new Praetors, the Spartan Assault Tank, which is a massive Land Raider, normally would cost you £130 from Forge World, and then a Plastic Contemptor. The pose is pretty boring. It's going to be interesting to see the poses that you can make with this. I think they should have gone for like a running pose rather than just a walking upright pose for its first debut. But this is all the two forces. And then this is the rule book, and the whippy sticks, the dice, tokens. If you are to purchase it from Games Workshop direct, it's up to you whether you think these are worth the £36. You've got the Liber Astartes book, focuses on the Loyalist Legions, the Liber Hereticus book, which focuses on the Traitor Legions. You've got the Special Weapons upgrade set, which has 60 weapons. You've got the Heavy Weapons upgrade set, which has 20. 10 of each, Then you've got the Kratos Heavy Assault Tank. I know I want to pronounce it Kratos, I really do, from God of War, but in the preview they pronounced it Kratos, so this is where we are. Definitely want to pick up 3 of these bad boys. They look amazing. You've got the Deimos Pattern Rhino. Going to pick up loads of those, I think. You've got Mark 3 and Mark 4 tactical squads. They're the same as they were many years ago, but they are now in boxes of 20 with the new artwork. And you've got Azek Araman available for the first time separately. Then you've got a map called the Carta Galactica. You've got the transfer sheets, the dice. I personally have the Death Guard dice and the Word Bearers dice. So if you type those into YouTube at least, you'll get my first looks. In-store swag. There's a few things. Pop down to your local store from next Saturday. So today you can pick up all of these goodies. So it might be worth going down there if you only live a short distance away. You got the Primarchs. Nothing new with them except their packaging. They're just being repackaged. They're not coming to plastic or anything like that. You got the Sons of Horus and Imperial Fists heads and shoulder pauldrons. It's going to be interesting to see how much these cost, whether they're going to be bundled together. I think they will be separate, but just going off previous prices, they're probably going to be over £10 or so for a box of these. So yeah, it might be quite costly if you want all of your Space Marines to have these. Then Middle Earth, we've got Grimbjorn and the Bjornings. Black Library, we've got a number of books. Chthonia's Reckoning, hardback and the special edition, and then Lupercal's War, that is the anthology. Then you've got a bookmark for Horus, Heresy. And then you've got a couple of books in French. There was Lawmaster's Sons of the Horus Legion this week. That's definitely worth watching, in my opinion. It's kind of almost like a history for the Horus Heresy, really, as well. So, yeah. And then Double or Nothing was pretty funny. So that is it for the pre-order preview from last week's Sunday. You had a few more articles about the Primarchs. This one's with Word Bearers. You got this one about the tickets on sale soon for the next US Open Series events. Quite an odd announcement was this Adeptus Custodes flyer for Aeronautica Imperialis. I didn't even think that Custodes would come to Aeronautica, but here we are. It's got all the bombs and things at the bottom. You've got the Magna heavy blaze cannon. Looks quite cool. It'll be from Forge World though, so won't be plastic. And then new to Horus Heresy, this is the video that you need to kind of watch, and it explains how it all works, how it's all tied in, and then a little look at the set again. Then you've got the Rumour Engine from the 31st of May. Looks like some kind of powered hammer. I think that's from Squats. I'm quite sure of that. You've got the miniature of the month. That's the miniature for June. And a little look at the new Codex Space Marines on the horizon. So I think after Horus Heresy we'll get them. Another article focusing on Primarch Vulcan. And then which rules are changing for Horus Heresy. So you've got reactive player and active player. Advance, you've got tougher elites and dreadnoughts. I mean, look at that. Movement of 8. You've got toughness of 7. Save of 2+. And then transport capacity. How do we make the Rhino better? Well, we give it a transport capacity of 12. So, yeah. Deep Strike. Psychic phase is gone entirely. No psychic phase. So, there you go. Hammer and Bolter. And then another Primarch article focusing on Korax. Now, this was a lovely article. Aaron Dembski-Bowden, book 7. We're almost at the finish line. There's only one more book after this, which obviously would be book 8. But this is Echoes of Eternity. Lovely, lovely front cover for this one. It's going to be available in special edition and then the hardback as well. I can't wait for this. I do like Aaron Dembski-Bowden's writing. It's going to be lovely. I'm really look compared to what's been happening in the previous books. If you haven't started the Siege of Terror and you're new to Horus Heresy, there's a few articles on here that suggest reading certain books in order. If you do start reading the Siege of Terror without reading any of the others, you're going to be pretty lost. There are, and it's not going to have the same kind of magic because there are characters that have been built up massive stories and all the rest of it, and when things happen to them, it's not going to have the same impact. It's kind of like watching a Netflix series like the last episode or the last few episodes. You just won't know where you are. Then there's every reveal from Warhammer Skulls 2022, the Warhammer Video Games Festival. Was it a festival? I mean, I don't think they showed that much. It was a bit of a letdown from what I've heard. One of the cool new games, though, which I'm looking forward to, which is straight out of Doom, is this bolt gun. I mean, it looks just like Doom, but you're a Space Marine, and it looks fantastic. And then Space Marine 2. There's some great videos on YouTube as well of this now with the developers. I think they're called Saber. They look extremely passionate about the game. And I honestly cannot wait. So, yeah. And then there were a few others. Well, the tanks, you can get some kind of skins for them. And then Age of Darkness has been inspiring artists for decades. Lovely article this, showcasing, a fair bit of John Blanche's work. And Adrian Smith as well. And then Neil Roberts. Gary Harrod, and then the Void Battles, Nuala Kinraid and Rhys Pugh, and then Tony Ackland as well. Look at that, beautiful. And then Jez Goodwin. Paul Dayton. They're just in Terminator. So yeah, there's a lot of artwork out there for Horus Heresy, and if you can at least look at one of those big Horus Heresy art books, it's worth doing. I've got one of those, and it's absolutely fantastic. Got an article about the Alpha Legion, new lore from 31st Millennium, unseen snippets. And then you can view the website. They've got their own Horus Heresy website now. And then Thursday, we had the Plastic Leviathan Siege Dreadnought walking artillery piece. Interesting how they've gone for the shooty version rather than the sort of Siege Dreadnought. It is a Siege Dreadnought, so I would have expected them to have the close combat version first with the Siege Claw and the Siege Drill and things like that, but they haven't. They've gone for the shooty version. Still fine. You got the Cyclonic Melter Lance, which sounds awesome. You got the Storm Cannon. It's a bit like a quad-barreled autocannon. And you've also got the Gravflux Bombard, which is this thing here. And it comes with quad Volkite, as well as the grenade launcher thing at the top. Yeah, looks great. I'm happy that it's in plastic as well. Be interested to see what the price will be. I kind of expected this to come out. I just want a close combat one as well. That'd be fantastic, because then that would encourage people to pick up the, I don't know, Dreadnought Drop Pod a bit more, rather than just plonk one of these on the table. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm very happy that it's coming. Forge World pre-orders. So this was on the 3rd, so this was yesterday on the Friday. You've got Grimbjorn, Bjornings, and so on. You've got Fine Strength in Numbers with Battletome Skaven's new clan-based battle traits. Warhammer Community investigates what if War Master Horus actually won. And then the new Possessed are living explosions of limbs, armour, and weaponry. So this was a nice look at the brand new Possessed. They look great. They've got 3 wounds each. Where did all those wounds come from? I can't wait to pick up these. They look amazing, and I'm sure that there's going to be some customization with them. And look at these terrors as well. Oh, it's going to be so cool. Yeah, so already I'm a bit hyped for the Chaos Space Marines, and we haven't even finished Horus Heresy yet. So that's it for all of the news. Let's go on over to Forge World and have a look at those Lord of the Rings pre-orders, which are right here. If we just refresh this. Okay, well, they're here on the bottom left, which is a bit odd, but they are there. We click on New, and we go to pre-orders. You've got Grimbjorn, £44. Looks pretty nice. First time we've had this in miniature form. I think that's all right. It consists of 13 resin components. And then the other pre-order is the Bjornings. So £67 to get all 4 of them and the big bear. Again, £23 for the 3 miniatures. Not too bad. I just really like the fact that Forge World are, you know, bringing new miniatures to Lord of the Rings. Miniatures that we probably would never see the light of day. I think it's one of the best things that Forge World do, is allow miniatures that, you know, probably won't sell as many as if they were in plastic, but yet they can still bring them to everyone. Anyway, and these Bjornings consist of 25 resin components. So that's it for Forge World this weekend. I'm pretty sure that the helmets and the shoulder pauldrons will be up for pre-order next week on Friday, so that they come out the week end where the actual Horus Heresy is released. That would make sense. Now let's jump over to Games Workshop web store, have a look at all of these juicy Horus Heresy releases for today. Okay, so you probably will have met this webpage when you tried to go onto Games Workshop's web store. Perfectly normal. I was on their web store earlier in the morning, and I've pre-ordered everything that I needed to pre-order, by the way, but which is why you can see it's like 27 minutes past 10, but I've come back on to do the rest of the video. So you've got the advert for it on the very first page. You've got track your game plan. You can order the Warhammer Horus Heresy box set for exclusive promotional items. Up to you if you think they're worth like the £36 that you're going to save from a third-party seller such as Element Games. They are who I have my affiliate link with, and you'll find it in the description below of this video. If you just click on that link and then at the checkout use the crystal code, you earn yourself double the amount of crystals, which you can use to get even more money off on the next purchase. So if we click new and exclusive, we click pre-orders, 96. That does include all the Chaos Knight stuff from last week though. If we go view all and we go high to low, you will see that you've got a £377.50 pre-order there. Nothing special about that. You can buy all those things separately. You know, a box game, what is it? Is it 60 weapons or 80? I think it's 60. I say two tanks, a transport and a tank, and then Liber Hereticus for £377.50, almost £400 for your 40 Space Marines and 3 tanks and a Dreadnought. Then you've got the Loyalist collection, £377.50. The Chaos Knights was last week. Here is the box set itself then. So £180. You're getting your 40 Mark 6 armoured Space Marines. Again, as I said at this one earlier in the video, not my favourite, but still Horus Heresy. You're getting a 336-page hardback Warhammer Horus Heresy Age of Darkness rulebook, which is fantastic. It's over that 300-page mark, so this book is going to be thick. You're getting 54 plastic miniatures. You get a Praetor with Power Axe, Praetor with Power Sword, 10 of the older Cataphractii Terminators, the Contempt Dreadnought, the Spartan Assault tank, and then the Mark 6 Space Marines, 40 of them. You also get two 4-page Warhammer Horus Heresy reference sheets, 26-sided dice, and a scatter dice. I would have liked 40 dice in it for some reason. 20 just doesn't seem that many. You get 3 weapon templates in translucent orange plastic. Ooh. 2 red plastic measuring sticks. No, come on, Games Workshop. They're whippy sticks. Then you get a transfer sheet with 300 transfers. That's quite a biggie. And then a 36-page construction guide as well. So that's your box set, £180. I think this is priced the same as the Adeptus Titanicus Grandmaster Edition, I think. So it's pricey, but it still saves you an absolute ton. And I'm so pleased it is under £200. Sort of the downside of this set is the Cataphractii Terminators, but you know, I can't see that they would have created new Terminators just for this set. You know, and there's nothing really that wrong with them. We've all seen the sizes compared to Iron Armour and Mark 6 and Mark 5 and Mark 4. So, you know, Kill Team and the Chaos Knights all last week. You've got all the Primarchs that are now being sold on Games Workshop's website, all 18 of them. All of them are out. Then you've got the Kratos. I'm just going to call it Kratos from now on. Kratos Heavy Assault Tank, £75. Not too bad. Is this one of the most expensive tanks that they do now, though? The Repulsor Executioner is £65. So it's £10 more than a Repulsor Executioner. But wow, does it have a lot of options? I didn't think it had this many options. I knew it had the 3 top turret weapons. I knew it had the sponsons and the Dozer Blade. But it's also got these different these weapons as well. Look, you've got autocannons, and I think you've got las cannons. So a lot of options with this tank. Absolutely fantastic, and it is an absolute beauty. 233 plastic components, so it pushes that 200 component piece, which is really, really good for £75. I honestly thought that this would be more. For this to be, I mean, Sicarans are almost £100 now. And a Sicaran is smaller than that. So, yeah. You got the Primarchs, again. You got the Chaos Knights. You got the Mark 4 Tactical Squad. 20 of them, almost £50, £47.50. Same for Mark 3s. Then you've got the Liber, Hereticus and Loyalist army books, £42.50. for these. They are hardback though, and they look absolutely beautiful. So you've got the 352 pages of rules for war gear available to traitors, plus Legion specific rights of war, includes heraldry guides and model galleries for every traitor Legion. So you've got all the rules there for the traitors, and then the loyalist. So again, these books are massive, 352 pages for that one, and for the loyalist, this one will run you at 344. So only a couple of pages less for the loyalist. You've got the Chthonia's Reckoning Special Edition, £40 here for this. Looks pretty nice. Doesn't say how many pages it is, but it will have the same number as the standard, which is I think 250 pages. You've got the Legion Drop Pod, which is just normal Space Marine Drop Pod. You've got the Deimos Pattern Rhino, £28 there. That's now out of stock already. That's just gone. Let me see if the Kratos is out of stock. No, it's still there, £75. Moving down, you've got the Special Weapons Upgrade Set, £26 for these. 60 special weapons. How many? Yeah, so you've got 100 plastic components in those 60 weapons. And then the heavy weapon. Oh, okay, interesting. I've just been put in the queue again. Shouldn't have been put in the queue. Yeah, no, that's not very good, is it, Games Workshop? Like, I was already in a queue. I was already in the queue because I was on the website. Yeah, no, that's not good. You should only wait once, and then once you're on the site, that's it. Yeah, that's not very good. £26 there for the missile launchers and heavy bolters. You've got all the dice. And then Legion's Scout Squad for some reason. You've got the transfer sheets there. You've got Azek Araman, £19, pre-order him. And then you've got Chthonia's Reckoning in hardback, £18. You've got the Carta Galactica, Imperium of Mankind, £17. Data cards were last week. Universal Markers are out of stock, interesting. You've got the Horus Heresy bookmark, £12.50, and then you can pre-order the White Dwarf for £7.7. I wonder if there's anything to do with the World Eaters in that one. And then you've got Lupercal's War, Horus Heresy Anthology. It is a thick one, despite its low price. I don't know why it is £4.99, but it is 600 pages. I've just checked on Amazon. You've got the scatter dice to pre-order, 50p for one of them. And then you've got the reaction tokens and cards, which you can get if you pre-order the Horus Heresy box set from Games Workshop directly. So there you go. That is all of the pre-orders for today. A massive whopping 96 pre-orders. Who knows whether in 2 weeks' time we'll have the Sakaran, or whether they'll go all the way and release it next week along with the Leviathan. But for everyone that loves Space Marines and Horus Heresy, it's going to be a very expensive few months. So, you know, my best advice is get that overtime in. Whatever works for you. What do you guys think of the Horus Heresy final release in plastic? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down below. What you picked up today, what you pre-ordered, what you're most looking forward to if they haven't released it. Yeah, obviously Plastic Thunderhawk. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.